So, please, good evening. Sorry for starting this class very late today. It is my internet connection I'm having the problem with. So, I just resolve it now. So, I'm sorry for starting the class very late. Please, there's somebody here. The name is strange to me. The person can tell me more about it. I want to know whether you are using somebody else's phone. Aminat Lawal. Please, I will need to know the person now. Oh, yeah, good evening. Who is this man? We are not supposed to join this class now. Sorry, it's a mistake, man. Okay, no problem, Sha. At least for today. I just the name just sounded familiar too. Okay, so that's not the problem, Sha. Now, the last time we talked about the bootstrap, how you can be able to create a website with the bootstrap. That's why we're able to see the column for this layout and how to also create a navigation and also how you can also use the slider here. And apart from that again, I see there are also few or one or two more company I want us to see how to use using a bootstrap of website. But most important thing is that when you are going to use a bootstrap for your website, you need to create a layout for it first. Use your bootstrap to design your own layout so that every other pages can also go with the with this layout we already defined before. Do you get it now? Because once you have used your bootstrap to create a layout, every other pages you want to create like contact us page, about us page, they can form the same layout. Do you get it now? Like I said, these bootstraps are some of the already written code that contain HTML code and CSS code. But today I want us to see how to use a bootstrap table. Because when we are creating our table in HTML, we just create a table that can be able to display the information, but bootstrap table is much easier to use. And at the same time, how to make use of a bootstrap list too. And at the same time, how to create something like a form using a bootstrap. That is it. And can we also create some images with the bootstrap again? I want us to also look at that again today. We have seen the navigation and we have seen how to use the tab and the carousel. So with this few maybe after that again, every other person can now continue to explore it more. So I'm going to create a new pages for today's class now on this home page. So on that pages is what I'm going to use for this layer concept. So I'm now going to call, since on this particular bootstrap we have preview here now, we have some pages like cow, our client, and about us. So I'm going to create another bootstrap page for our client, only our client now. So I'm going to use this particular layout. Before that again, this session we have the cow here now. I want to add another the bootstrap layout to it. So I'm returning to the page again here, and this is where we have the product. Remember we use okay, this is where our product will start from. Okay, this product section with the tab. This is the main product. This carousel, good. This is where we have a product slider. So I want to add another bootstrap row here too to create another column. So the last time I'm using the simplest form, which is this particular row section here now, which is this. So I'm copying this one out here now. I'll now go in between the slider and the product page to create another bootstrap section here and after the carousel. That will be here again. So this is going to be to given the title to this particular page here now. So I can come down here. I only did one column from the bootstrap now here. And I say this column I make it 12. And here now I can remove this. I just need something like A2 to specify the header. And I call it the count. I can say uh just just arrived just arrived cows from farm now. Okay, so here now I close my A2 tag. So when I save this page again, I'll see that this is given a space between this and this. You can see only this particular title. So I want it to be at the center. And like I told you the last time, you can see write your own CSS to see adjust this particular this just arrived cloud now and use the div here now. But there's one more thing I want to do. I want this to go to the center. I'll write the new CSS for this A2 to make sure there's more space that can be on top, because this A2 is close to this slider and it also close with this particular cow names here. Do you get it now? So I want to create a little bit of space between them. So I'm adding it to this A2 here now. So I'll return to my class here. Do you get now? I can now create maybe I call it my H2 here now. Then I'm going to be dot my A2. So and pass it here. I want the text to be at the center. That's number one. And two, I want to apply the padding to the top and bottom. Padding bottom first, I have about 15 pixel. And also padding for the top again, I also have padding I also have 15 pixel too. These are the information I'm adding. So I'm now copy this my H2 here now. I will apply it to this H2. Then I'm going to the class equal my H2. So saving this one here now, you can see the space between this and this now at the center. I can make more space to be more than that again. Maybe add more space to the top. So I can return backward to here again and apply to my CSS. That means padding top now become maybe 35 now or 25. So that means more padding on the top again. And refresh this page, you can see now that is it now. So these are the what I want to use. So I'm going to create the remaining layer for other page. The layer is going to have I won't have a slider on the every other pages, but I can still have it. So I can return back here again and create a new page from here now. I will save this particular index page as a client page. I say file, save as. Okay, inside and I say client.html now. That is it. So there's some section I don't need for that particular client now, because I want to see how to call some CSS bootstrap class again, like table. I want to create a table and I want to create a list and a form too. So I will need the layer like two column like this. This is the 4. I have to turn it to the 2 column, maybe the left side and the right side too. So return back to here again. This is a client now. I can still call the index back again. But on this client, this is the section for product now. I'll change the section to table section now. That is it. So the row I have here now, I'm not going to call this one our client. Just title the one our client now. Okay, that is it. So here now I have 4 column here. I'm removing the column 3. I'm removing the column 4 here. So I'm now left with the 2 column. This is not the product section here now. Okay, I say section for end client client section now, or client table. I call it client table. You can want to create table here. And the next one going to be start client undo start client table here now. I'm going to be client table here. Okay, so the remaining part of this we are doing, I will remove it, like this tab section and tab section end to I think it end there now. Okay, this is where it ends. So that is it. So if I just preview this particular client page, we see just what we have there now. That's it now. So I say I want to make it 2 column, but this is not like about 2 column. I want this to be 2 equal column instead of 4. So I'm going to increase the size here now. This is going to be divided into the 6. Okay, that's 5. Divide into the 6 and divide into the what? To the 6. Okay, so when I preview again now, so this is what it is. Two different columns now. In addition what to that, it is inside each of these columns, I'm going to put the table on the left side. I put um the form on the right side again. That is it. So I'm returning backward here again. I can give each of these column background color. How do we do that again? Let's say I write my own CSS style. I can say BG call, then going to be dot wall column wall BG now. So what type of the wall? The color I want to use as a background color, and maybe I use my green. Actually, I love green color. Oh, where is the green now? Okay, let me use the green now. So I want more green, something like green here. Okay, okay, let me use this one now. Nice one. So I want this green color now. So I can apply the background color here. Now border too. Can see what border this time around now. One pixel. Let me say border should be around something like what? Maybe black now. I say once a solid, and this give us black color. So I'm applying this particular code BG to this column here. Since I already have a class here now, I'll just specify a space here. I say code BG. That means another class is being specified here. Can you see now? And I set the border for it. That's why I said that every TD we already used before, every column, we use the grid layout for this. So grid layout, they don't have border by default. We can write our CSS to bring the border out for it. So I'm using the same wall effect for the second one again. Unless I want to change the wall, the type of the border for this, I can define another border for it. But the same thing for these two now. That is it now. So I'll change this content now. It's going to be table. So now my bootstrap table is here now. So to apply the bootstrap table is very simple. You just create a simple table like this. Depending on which type of the bootstrap effect you want, you determine the type of table you are going to choose. This is one again that creates what horizontal rule here now. This is another bootstrap table effect for the dark. You get it now. And this is another table effect here now. You get it now. It depends. And there's another table effect of different multicolor again here too. If this is what you want, you can choose any of this one effect here now. So and everything have a what their own different words. You can see that they apply different type of color to different row to show that one row for success, for pay, for change, depend on the type of data you want to rule. And this is a creating table with the stripe row too. And this table with what? Create table with border. And P with border again. This is the border around this table. So or borderless wall table like this one again. Or over the wall, the table. So let me pick one of these table wall effect here, like this now. And I just want to use this one. I copy the bootstrap code there for this table. Start from here again and to here. So as I copy this, I return to my wall section. This is where I want table to be inside this particular column here. So therefore, I'm removing everything from this column. I replace it with the code for what? For the table here now. So and this start from here and this end from what? From here now. Okay, start from here now and table end what? Here again. So I can shift it to be inside there. So I can specify the comment again to let people know what this table return. So here now my comment is going to be giving a comment that this table is just for what? For client. Do you get it now? So here now I say well client what? Client information. Client information. This is a table that give us the information about what the client there. So I can say first and last name and follow with what? Maybe I add another one again and I say well this is going to be company name or yeah client location now. Okay, client location, that is it. So here now I have the first name for the client. Number one, an address. I say what? Ade Oshun. And this is going to be what? Ayomide. And email is this. And one more TD for this particular client here now. And I refer to it as well as location. I call it Lekki. Okay. Lekki phase 1. That is it here now. So, and this is going to be what? Ayomide at gmail.com. That's the email. So the same thing I'm going to be applying for the what? For the remaining what client too. So here now I'm adding what? The area. This is going to be Lekki what? Phase 2. And that's what? Peter here now. Obi. Peter Obi. That's the name here now. And here now for the third client, that's going to be what? Ekpe. Okay. And this is going to be what? Sanwo Olu. Okay, that's the name. And here it's going to be what? Zat. So here is going to be what? Okay. Zat. Zat at what? At Lagos, Lagos State, Lagos State Government.com now. Okay. So if I want more row again, maybe to make it 5 row, this is another row for this the same table. You see, creating a table in Bootstrap is straightforward and very well simple. Does not require much information writing your own TD. So when I save this and I return back to this page, you can see these are my record here now. So I can keep adding more or choose any of the table work effect I want here now. So but the second one here again, I want to see how we can be able to So I want to see how we can be able to work to create a form using the same word bootstrap again here now. Okay. And to create a form using this particular bootstrap, I will go to the section for the word for creating a form here too. And there is what we can have a form. You see, bootstrap provides 3 different type of form layout. A vertical form layout, that's the default, a horizontal form layout, or inline form word layout. So vertical form layout. So this is how the form look like here now. Everything, email, username, password. That's it. Just like a login form here now. So horizontal form layout, this is how it will look like now. Email, you can see horizontal mean the name will be on the left side while the text will be on the wall right side. And if you look at the vertical form, everything is on a single wall, single line, name on the same row. It's like you are creating a form with a table of single row. See, creating a form with Bootstrap make it more easy. There's no need for us to start creating a table to arrange the elements inside the form properly. That is just it. So if you are creating what you call inline form, this is like you are creating a form on a straight line, like email password for somebody who want to log in or create an account. So it just depend on which type of form you want to create. And apart from that, responsive form layout too is also available so that when you click on any of the object, your form can adjust automatically. So there are different type of way of creating a form, and there are features that come with a form in and you can place a checkbox and radio button inline that can be in this particular form instead of different type of line. So the form have a lot of features you can use, adding help to the form control. So apart from that, you can get each of the form element one by one. Do you get it now? You can add a form control to the password, just something like this again. When I click on the password there, systems already have some CSS that perform some validation. Okay, it has stated that perform some validation like this on the form. Like now, you see your form must not be, your password must not be more than 20 characters or 8 characters, must be between 8 and 20 characters long. That is it. So there are many other features you can get from the form again. So here now, I'm going to now creating a form using one of the first example. I'm going to use what you call the vertical wall approach for this particular wall form now here. I'm using the vertical approach for this form. So this is the vertical approach now. So I can copy the form element from here, get it now. And this is where the form element will end here now. And I can return back to the section of my page where I want to add the form element to, and that's the second column here. So right here now, I can close this. Even though you copy a code for the form from your bootstrap, that does not mean that the form you copy code from contain all the necessary information for the form. That's why that is very important. So the form start from here now. So here now, I can push, align this one inside like this. So this is my form now. So here now, another comment can also be added to this section now. So that's going to be what I call it let me say login login form, because you're creating a login form. You can create any type of form here now. Let me preview this form first so that I can see how it actually look like. Can you see here now? So this is just what our form look like here now for us. Email here, password there, and that is it. So I can type my password, nothing show there. You can see this effect instantly, and this effect come with the word bootstrap. So but if you are creating your normal HTML form, you can't get that effect that hide your password and reveal your password again. Do you get it now? So that means you don't write extra of this code. If you want to see what effect happen to this one here now, do you get it now? If you return back to my work code under the section for the password, you can see they already have a class form control here. That's the input type for password, and they have ID for password. This ID is one of the bootstrap code that be able to check or hiding the information on the form. Do you get it now? And it's already written for us. So maybe for example now, I want to make sure somebody know this particular form is actually a sign-in form. I want to give it something like a small title here now. So I can return back here in this form and add another tag which we call field set. Field set here now. So as I open the field set here, I'll close the field set immediately at the before end of this form here now. Can you see? That is it. So saving this one, a rectangle box surround the form here now. That will be so no now. Okay, refresh this page. That's not still showing. Okay, did I preview? Okay, yeah, now let me check this page again. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so and apart from this field set here now, field set, okay. Let me add is it legend? This legend. Field set legend. Okay, it's legend. Now say what sign in, and I close this now. Okay, can you now see the title on this form again? Because when I apply the field set, the border for that particular field set is already set to 0. So that's why the field set that surround this form is not showing. So I can add another border to the field set so that you can see this, because most of the time once you use any of the object in bootstrap, you might not be able to see the borderline surround it. Like this field set here now, if I say I return to here and now write some CSS code for it like this, see what will happen. If I say I'm setting border for the field set again, because initially it did not show. I say border color now. Let's say I now say red. Okay. When I save this again, can you see now? That means applying my field set already create a rectangle box around this particular field set again. That is it. So, but for purpose of it, you can disable it. Do you get it now? The border is around the field set. Has disabled this one so that you cannot be able to see this information again to make the site look more attractive here. So that make me to and now have something like this. Somebody can know what this form represent, and the form can have so many other items. Let me pick one more element of the form here now, apart from the form you create now, because form have a different type of the word element. So like on this form again, we can have a custom form input group. There are different type of the input group you can add to this form here now. So when I load this page again, let's see one or two other input group you can add to the form here now. So you can see the username, amount, domain name, and US dollar in naira. So all they are part of the effect you can use on this form. Let's see another set of input group now. Address. We want to choose country again. The data will automatically populate for us here now. So maybe I want to add this one to my form now. I can use this for the section up here again for the form. That's going to be another part of the div row here. Okay, and that one end one here again now. As I copy this, okay, I can return back to what, to my code there now. Inside the client section here now, I put before the end of the button, okay, this way I put it again. So I add this, and where is this now? Okay, and starting from here again. Good. So okay, from this div and to here. So I shift them inside now, and I click on save. So you can see more information that is being added to this work form. Apart from remember me, here now I can remove submit button, because what I want to do, I choose country. Can you see there's a default value for the country here, and choose again one or two again. I can use any of the two. I can remove this, I can remove these two buttons. So to customize it, not that this one is there permanently, I can return to my section here now. I don't want this particular this column group C selection here. I don't want the button. I can remove them again, because this is for the hungry. So this is a column that contain this particular input group, because they group them together. So I remove this here now. Start from here to here. That means I'm removing the select and the button together. So return back here again. Can you see again? That is it. You only choose what you want to use, and the one you don't want to choose, you leave it. That is more about this particular bootstrap here. So instead of France, Germany, Hungary here now, into HTML, you know what to do here with all this particular value here. Do you get it now? It become what? Lagos. It become what? Oyo. And this become what? Ekiti. Can you see? And that is all. Okay, Oyo. So, and Ekiti. So that is all. Previous our data now, we have a country choose. You get it now? So that's when choose for us to be able to pick which of the country value you want to use again. You can see and say select option, selected choose. So creating a form with Bootstrap is much more easier and more simple than a lot of people will think. You don't write the CSS code is there, but don't forget that using Bootstrap does not mean we cannot write our own CSS code to make some adjustment. You get it now? That is it. Another one here is maybe when you are trying to upload some files, you want to use upload button. So this is part of the upload button div section here. I can copy this again. I copy this code here now, and I return to my form section here now. Since I want to say upload this, I can paste it on this section again here. You can need something like probably go to upload the value. So this start from here and also end here now. So as I save this page again, I say return back again here. So upload is there again. You get it now? So I can choose click on upload there, and click on upload. Okay, good. So when I click on upload now, this way system return to me. Click very well now. Okay, so I click on this content here. It show the upload there now. So I can see I want to upload any of the file. Select the file I want to upload there. and okay, select if I want to upload there. Where is the okay? Okay, you're looking for download. Okay, I can see okay, open now. This file upload now, that's all. So using this much more simple. So let me save this one now. Okay, see how 5 minutes before I will save this. So the next thing we are going to look at next was the list. The list. How can we create a bootstrap for the list? Different type of information can be adjusted with the list again, and placing another item inside the inline. Everything appear on the straight and it's a list item. So when you are trying to get design any one layout, or we are trying to design any type of work this time your CSS, you can check out how you can use the list CSS habit for everything. So and the last one here, which I'm going to implement here now, is going to be what? The image. I want to use some CSS for the image now within the next 4 minutes. You can see how most of our image look like. It depends on what type of image you want with your CSS. You can actually select that particular image with effect you have. Like here now, we can have the image in our time of avatar like this. Rounded circle and thumb image. Which effect you want to give to your image. So when I choose three type of this image here now, and I return to my HTML section here now, before the end of this page, I now put the word the image here. Though I supposed to have a column, three column effect here. Okay, let me quickly handle three column effect. So in my first page here, I have two columns here. Okay, so I might make those image to be big. So right here again, I want to use three column. So I can create another section for three column here. Okay, this column 1, column 2, and here now column 1. Oh, undo column 1, column 2, and here now column 3 here now. Okay, so this column 3 is going to be 4, 4, and make it 12. 4, and this is 4, and this is 4, so making 12 now. So the bootstrap image I want to use now, I picked it from here now. These are all the three. When I copy this, I return backward to display first. Okay, so here it is now. This for the first image, the second image, and the third image, and the last one here. So I'll take it to the first image here called logo. I'm going to tell image of cow 1. No, I have cow 1. Oh, I don't have any picture for cow. Oh my god, that's not good. Okay, let me quickly for the cow. 2 minutes, and that can be done within 2 minutes now. Okay, images 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's good. I copy this and now return back to bootstrap slider images. Oh, it is store 1, 2, 3. Abi, which no, this is not where my bootstrap. Okay, bootstrap site here now. So how can 1, 2, 3? Okay, it's a 1 JPEG. So return back here. Then going to be what? No, it is 1. Oh gosh, 1. Okay, and this is going to be okay. This is going to be to be 1 JPG. Okay, 2 JPG, and also what? 3. Okay, JPG. Okay, now so and I'm removing this one here now. So this cow 1, cow 2, and cow 3 here now for different pictures. So I reduce this again. So all these ones already have the effect. So when I preview this one now, I have less than 1 minute. So and this is what we should be able to see. Can you see? But I need to reduce their picture like I said. The picture of this one is okay. So let me quickly change the CSS code for this. This one have a thumbnail one. So I need to create a CSS for style. I think I have CSS for image size here now. Let's apply this one, class product image here now. So return it back to here. Where is class product image? Okay. Apart from this, I say product image. Oh, undo. Oh yeah. Oh,